Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Daniel, and I am really happy you are here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I am Sarah. Thanks for joining us.
So, Sarah, today we are talking about finding inner peace in a noisy world. And I have to ask, do you feel peaceful right now?
Right now, yes, I think so. I am sitting here talking to you. It is calm.
Okay, but what about this morning? How did you feel when you woke up?
Oh, this morning was chaos. My phone was buzzing with notifications. I checked the news. There was a crisis somewhere. Then I saw emails from work. Then my neighbor was playing loud music. I felt overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. That is the word most people would use. And it was only, what, 7 in the morning?
7:15. I was already stressed before I even got out of bed.
And this is the problem we are talking about today. The world is so noisy. Not just loud noises, but information noise, emotional noise, constant stimulation.
Yes, exactly. It feels like there is always something demanding my attention.
So let me ask you this. What is inner peace? How would you define it?
Um, Inner peace is feeling calm inside.
Okay, but calm in what way? Because you can sit quietly and still not have inner peace.
What do you mean?
You can be sitting in a quiet room, but your mind is racing with thoughts. You are worrying about the future. You are replaying the past. You are judging yourself. Is that inner peace?
No, that is not peaceful at all.
Exactly. So inner peace is not about external quiet, it is about internal quiet.
Internal quiet. So it is about my mind being calm?
Yes. Inner peace means your mind is not constantly churning. You are not fighting with reality. You are not resisting what is. You are just at ease.
At ease. That is a nice phrase, but how do I get there? Because my mind is always churning.
This is what we are going to talk about. But first, we need to understand why it is so hard to find peace in today's world.
Okay, why?
Because the world is designed to steal your attention. Your phone buzzes, apps send you notifications, news channels show you crises, social media shows you everyone's highlight reel. Advertisements tell you what you need to buy.
That is true. I feel like I am being pulled in 1,000 directions.
Exactly. Here is an important word: overstimulation.
Overstimulation. That means too much stimulation?
Yes, your brain is receiving too much input, too many sounds, too many images, too many choices, too much information. And your brain was not designed for this.
What do you mean?
Human brains evolved thousands of years ago. Back then, life was simple. You worried about finding food and staying safe. But now, you have news from the entire world flooding into your brain every second.
So our brains cannot handle it?
They can handle it, but it creates stress, constant stress. And this constant stress destroys inner peace.
So what do I do? I cannot just stop living in the modern world.
No, but you can create boundaries. You can protect your attention.
Boundaries. How?
Let me ask you something. Do you check your phone first thing when you wake up?
Yes. Every morning. I told you, I check notifications and news.
And how do you feel after checking?
Stressed, anxious, like I am already behind.
Exactly. So here's your first boundary. Do not check your phone for the first hour after waking up.
An hour? That is a long time.
I know it feels long, but think about it. The first hour of your day sets the tone for the whole day. If you start with stress, you will carry stress all day. If you start with peace, you carry peace.
Okay, but what should I do instead of checking my phone?
Anything peaceful. Stretch. Make coffee slowly. Sit by the window. Write in a journal. Take a walk. The point is to ease into the day instead of jolting yourself awake with chaos.
That actually sounds nice. But what if there is an emergency?
How often is there a real emergency?
Um, Almost never.
Exactly. Most things that feel urgent are not actually urgent. They can wait 1 hour.
Okay, I will try this. What else?
Turn off notifications. Not all of them, but most of them.
But what if I miss something important?
Again, how often is something actually important? Most notifications are trying to sell you something or get you to engage with an app. They are not serving you, they are serving the company.
That is true. I get notifications from apps I do not even use.
Exactly. So go into your phone settings and turn off notifications for everything except calls and messages from real people. No news alerts, no social media alerts, no email alerts.
Wait, no email alerts? But I need to check email for work.
You can check email, but you check it when you decide to check it, not when your phone tells you to check it.
Oh, I see the difference. I am in control, not the phone.
Exactly. This is about reclaiming your attention. Your attention is your most valuable resource. When you let apps and companies steal it, you lose your peace.
I never thought about it that way.
Most people do not. They give away their attention for free, all day long. Then they wonder why they feel scattered and stressed.
Okay, so no phone first thing in the morning and turn off most notifications. What else?
Here is a big one: limit news consumption.
But I need to stay informed. I need to know what is happening in the world.
Do you? Do you really need to know every crisis, every disaster, every conflict happening right now on the entire planet?
Well, I mean, it is important to be informed.
Being informed is good. Being overwhelmed is not. And here is the thing: most news is designed to trigger fear and outrage.
Why?
Because fear and outrage keep you watching. News is a business. They need your attention. So they show you the most dramatic, scary, upsetting stories.
That is depressing.
It is, and it destroys your inner peace. You know what happened to me once? I stopped watching news for a month, just as an experiment.
And
I felt so much lighter, so much calmer. And you know what? I did not miss anything important. The truly important news still reached me through conversations with people.
so you are saying I should stop watching news completely?
Not completely, but limit it. Maybe check the news once a day for 10 minutes. That is enough to stay informed without drowning in negativity.
Okay, I can try that. But what about social media? I spend a lot of time on social media.
How do you feel after scrolling through social media?
Honestly, sometimes I feel worse. I see people with perfect lives and I feel inadequate. Or I see arguments and negativity and I feel drained.
Exactly. Social media is another peace destroyer. Not always, but often.
So should I delete it?
You could, or you could use it more intentionally. Instead of scrolling mindlessly, decide why you are using it. Are you connecting with a friend? Are you looking for specific information? Have a purpose.
And if I am just scrolling because I am bored?
Then stop and do something else. Read a book, go outside, call a friend. Boredom is not the enemy, constant distraction is.
Wait, boredom is not the enemy?
No, boredom is actually good for you. When you are bored, your mind wanders. You think, you process, you create. But when you constantly fill boredom with scrolling, you never give your mind a chance to rest.
I never thought about it that way. I always try to avoid boredom.
Most people do. They reach for their phone the second they feel bored. But this keeps your mind in constant stimulation mode. You never settle. You never find peace.
Okay, so embrace boredom. That feels uncomfortable.
It will at first, but it gets easier. And it is necessary if you want inner peace.
All right, so we have talked about external noise, phone, notifications, news, social media. But what about internal noise? My own thoughts.
Good question. This is the deeper work. Because even if you eliminate all external noise, your mind can still be chaotic.
Yes, exactly. My mind never stops. It is always thinking, worrying, planning, judging.
This is normal. The human mind produces thousands of thoughts per day. But here is the key: you do not have to believe every thought.
What do you mean?
Most people think their thoughts are facts. They think a thought and immediately believe it. But thoughts are just thoughts. They are not necessarily true.
Can you give me an example?
Sure, you think, everyone thinks I am stupid. Is that a fact or a thought?
A thought.
Exactly. But if you believe it, it affects your emotions and your behavior. But if you recognize it as just a thought, you can let it pass without reacting.
So, how do I stop believing my thoughts?
You practice observing them. Here's where meditation comes in.
Oh no, I cannot meditate. I have tried. My mind is too busy.
Everyone's mind is busy. That is not the problem. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. It is about noticing them without getting caught up in them.
Wait, let me make sure I understand. I am not trying to have no thoughts?
Correct. Thoughts will come. The practice is noticing them and letting them go, like clouds passing in the sky.
Okay, how do I actually do this?
Start with 5 minutes. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. When a thought comes, and it will, just notice it. Oh, there is a thought about work. Then return to your breath.
That is it?
That is it. Simple, but not easy. Your mind will wander constantly. That is okay. Every time you notice and return to your breath, you are training your mind
Training it to do what?
to be less reactive, to have space between stimulus and response. This space is where peace lives.
Space between stimulus and response. Can you explain that?
Sure, normally something happens and you react immediately. Someone criticizes you, you get angry. You see bad news, you get anxious. No space, just automatic reaction.
Okay, so
But with meditation practice, you create a small pause. Something happens, you notice it, you breathe. Then you choose how to respond. This pause is freedom. This pause is peace.
I like that. So meditation gives me more control over my reactions?
Yes, and it helps you realize you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind your thoughts.
That is deep. I do not fully understand it.
That is okay. It is something you experience through practice, not something you understand intellectually.
Okay, I will try meditating. What else helps with inner peace?
Spending time in nature.
Nature, like going to a park.
Yes, or a forest, or the beach, or even just sitting under a tree. Nature has a calming effect on the nervous system.
Why?
Scientists are not completely sure, but they think it is because nature is complex without being overwhelming. When you look at a tree or the ocean, your brain relaxes. There is beauty and pattern, but it is not demanding your attention the way screens do.
That makes sense. I always feel better after a walk outside.
Exactly. So make it a regular practice. Even 10 minutes a day in nature can help.
Okay, what else?
Here is an important one. Let go of what you cannot control.
What do you mean?
Think about all the things that stress you out. How many of them can you actually control?
Um, Not many actually.
Exactly. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control other people's opinions. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control the past. But people waste so much energy worrying about these things.
So what should I do instead?
Focus only on what you can control: your actions, your responses, your attitude, your choices. That is it.
But what about big problems in the world? Should I just ignore them?
No, not ignore, but accept that you cannot fix everything. You can do your small part, your sphere of influence, but you cannot carry the weight of the entire world.
That is a relief, actually.
It should be. Here is a phrase I want you to remember: not my circus, not my monkeys.
What? That is a funny phrase. What does it mean?
It is a Polish saying. It means not my problem, not my responsibility. When something is happening that you cannot control, or that is not your concern, you say this to yourself and let it go.
I love that. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Use it. It will save you a lot of stress.
Okay, what about people? Some people in my life drain my energy. They complain constantly or create drama.
Energy vampires.
Energy vampires?
Yes, people who suck your energy. After spending time with them, you feel exhausted.
Yes, exactly. I have a few people like this in my life.
So you need boundaries with them. You can care about them, but you do not have to absorb their chaos.
How do I set boundaries without being rude?
You can be kind and firm at the same time. For example, if someone is complaining nonstop, you can say, I understand you are going through a hard time. I hope things improve. Then change the subject or end the conversation.
That is simple but effective.
Yes, You acknowledge their feelings, but you do not let them dump all their negativity on you.
What if they get upset?
Then that is their choice. You are responsible for your peace, not for managing their emotions.
That is hard for me. I feel guilty when I set boundaries.
That is common, but guilt is not a good reason to sacrifice your peace. You cannot pour from an empty cup.
Or from an empty cup. That means I cannot help others if I am drained?
Exactly. You need to take care of yourself first. This is not selfish, this is necessary.
Okay, I need to work on this. What else?
Practice gratitude.
I have heard this before, but how does gratitude create inner peace?
Because gratitude shifts your focus. Instead of focusing on what is wrong, what is missing, what is stressful, you focus on what is good, what is working, what you have.
And this helps?
It helps tremendously. Your brain can only focus on one thing at a time. If you are focusing on gratitude, you cannot also be focusing on anxiety.
How do I practice gratitude?
Every evening, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They do not have to be big things. I am grateful for my morning coffee. I am grateful the sun was shining. I am grateful for a kind word from a friend.
Just 3 things?
Just 3, but do it every day. Over time, your brain starts looking for things to be grateful for throughout the day. It becomes automatic.
That is a nice shift.
It is, and it creates a foundation of peace. You start to see that even on hard days, there is still good.
Okay, I am starting to feel more hopeful. But I have to ask, is it possible to have inner peace all the time? Or is it something that comes and goes?
That is a great question. Inner peace is not a permanent state you achieve and then keep forever. It comes and goes.
So I will lose it?
Yes, and that is okay. Life will throw chaos at you. You will get stressed. You will get upset. You will lose your peace. But the practice is returning to peace more quickly each time.
Returning to peace. How?
Through the tools we talked about. Breathe. Meditate. Go outside. Let go of what you cannot control. Practice gratitude. These are not one-time things. They are daily practices.
So inner peace is a practice, not a destination?
Exactly. It is something you choose moment by moment, day by day.
That feels more realistic than thinking, I need to be peaceful all the time.
Yes, and here is the thing. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Peace becomes your default state instead of stress.
That sounds amazing.
It is possible, but it requires intention and effort.
Okay, let me summarize what we talked about. To find inner peace in a noisy world, I should create boundaries with technology, limit news and social media, embrace boredom, meditate to observe my thoughts, spend time in nature, let go of what I cannot control, set boundaries with energy vampires, and practice gratitude.
Perfect summary. And remember, start small. You do not have to do everything at once.
Where should I start?
Pick the thing that resonates most with you. Maybe it is not checking your phone first thing in the morning. Or maybe it is meditating for 5 minutes. Start there.
I think I will start with the morning phone boundary and gratitude journaling at night.
That is a great combination. Morning and evening bookends. You start the day peacefully and end it gratefully.
I like that. Thank you for this conversation, Daniel. I feel calmer just talking about this.
You are welcome. And to everyone listening, I want you to know that inner peace is possible, even in this chaotic, noisy world. You just have to protect it intentionally.
Yes, it is not about changing the world. It is about changing how you interact with the world.
Exactly. You cannot control the noise outside, but you can cultivate quiet inside.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much for listening today, everyone. We hope this conversation helps you find more peace.
Take care of yourselves. Protect your peace. It is worth it.
Goodbye for now, and may you find moments of peace today.
Goodbye, and see you next time.